Welcome back, folks. This is an update on my character in Path of Exile solo self-found Secrets of the Atlas. And yeah, in the beginning of the video I added some footage from the character just doing low level maps. We are at level 83 in yellow maps. And in this video I'll just go over some basics about the character and how it works, play a little bit, have some fun. It's not a build guide. I don't consider myself to be good enough to do build guides, and I don't want to waste my time. I just want to have fun and show you how this character works. It is a chieftain that's doing earthquakes, regular old earthquake, linked with shockwave support. So the interesting thing that I discovered when I was leveling this character is that shockwave works pretty nicely with earthquake, because what happens is you can multi-shot with the shockwave, because you do the initial strike, and when it erupts, it can trigger shockwave again. So I like big slam builds that can trigger multiple things with one hit. That's what I like. So it kinda itches that fantasy, scratches that itch. That's how I would say. It scratches that itch. For defenses, we are mostly relying on endurance charges and fortify and max resistances. I have 83 fire resistance, and after the final ascendancy, the fire resistance should apply to all resistances. So we are decent on elemental damage. Not poison, but chaos damage is still dangerous, because my resistances are negative for chaos. Armor is very low. It's like 3k armor, base armor. With the mercenary aura, it's maybe 9k. I don't know how do you do this, boss. Do I have to kill the minions? Yeah, we will go afterwards to Blood Aqueducts and check out the stats of the character in more detail after I finish up the map. So yeah, defense is endurance charges, maximum resistance is armor, and fortify. Those are the basics. For offense, I am converting all my damage to fire. Well, I'm converting 90% of damage. Hope to reach 100% if I get the conversion on gloves or some other way. And in the background you can hear the dishwasher, I think. Yeah, the dishwasher. Apologies for that. We actually cleared the map. There's 50%, not 50%, but more than 50 monsters remaining. I would like to clear them before moving on. Not to waste any loot. Yeah, this character is pretty nice. I like Chieftain. It's fun to play. You smash the ground and everything explodes. There's also a blight. I won't do the blight on the video, because it's fuck it, who cares? I'll do it on video, even if it takes a long time. We will set up some towers, and for my Atlas passives I am focusing on Blight and Einar, so he doesn't leave after I finish the hunt. I just think it's fun if I have like multiple guys, multiple friends following me around. I would also add the passive, if it's still in the tree, that makes the heist guy follow you. But wait, what? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to multitask, so I lost Blight. I didn't notice that there was like also Blight monsters coming from the other side. Still more than 50% monsters remaining. We can check out the Mercenary. Purity of Lighting. And what I do with Mercenaries, usually I ignore them unless they have something really good or I want to replace them, because they are basically one-shotting my character usually. They don't do any damage and then they suddenly one-shot you. That's basically how most things are in Path of Exile. Which I am not a big fan of. Like, there is not really any semblance of normal game balance. It's very different from other games. Alright, we have mostly cleared the map, so let's go. And my goal is not to get tempted to start a new character. I want to maybe push this one a bit further than usual. So you can see my gear. I'm still wearing a tabula rasa. And where is Earthquake? So yeah, here is Earthquake. We can use Wall Earthquake on some tougher enemies. You can also use it on Clear. I usually don't do it because I don't know why. It's linked with Shockwave support, Endurance Charge, Life Tap, Fortify, and Combustion. I am not using any POBs, nothing to calculate damage. I'm just going off the vibes and hope the character works out. So here is my helmet. Nothing special, a lot of life. Same with boots, a lot of life and chaos resistance. And gloves. Belt. Rings. Nothing particularly interesting. I anointed Robust Notable. Not because it's strong or anything, but this character is pretty fresh. I just wanted to get some kind of cheap anointment. So it's a little bit stronger. And this is our mace. Now I will go over the passive tree. This is what it looks like. We have Avatar of Fire, so we're converting everything to fire. Unwavering Stance to not be stunned. We have the Endurance Charge stacking, and we're converting all the evasion to armor because our Mercenary gives us grace. So you can see right now without Mercenary we have 3k armor. And if I go to Blood Aqueducts, you can see it's 7k armor. I thought it'd be 10k. Okay, it's still like more than doubles our armor. And if we add a flask, it should be 10k. What else? So we were going over the gear and passives. Some life. I decided to try out this passive, which makes your ignites more powerful if you stun the enemies. So we are trying to stun and ignite. A lot of fire masteries for regeneration and more damage against ignited, increased damage against ignited enemies. Some mace notables. I could pick up this one because I like it. And some rage, because rage is cool. There are a lot of very tempting options to take on the skill tree, unlike in Path of Exile 2. So I want to take everything, but there's only so many passives that you can take. Yeah, I also allocated in my Atlas skill tree some points to find the lab faster. I might remove them later because I already found everything. We can keep working on Blight. I really like Blight because it's really chill, and you don't have to do much. You can just stand there and upgrade towers. I will just get rid of everything in my inventory, and then we can do, at least try to do. Let's grab this. Nothing special. I will just get rid of all the stuff in my inventory, and we will try to do the final lab. Hopefully I won't die. Just to make things more fun, I won't check the poelab.com or whatever it was called. So I will just go off the vibes and see if we can do the lab within a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, we also have this tincture that I found to help us ignite. We have 85 ignite chance, and with this we have 100% ignite chance. The flasks are incomplete. Maybe eventually I could switch to the alternative earthquake, which increases the damage depending on the duration. If it's not removed from the game, I don't know. I haven't checked. So maybe I will buy earthquake so we can level it, and maybe if we get lucky in the lab we can get the other earthquake and try that. I also got decently lucky and got the perforate of duality in one of the labs. So if I feel like my single target damage is falling off too much, I could switch to that, but I really like the earthquake. It feels very chunky. And I opened the wrong labyrinth, or didn't I? I think I did. We'll go inside just to check. Because I think I also forgot to take, how it's called. I forgot to take the offering for the labyrinth. And outside we are having some police sirens. I don't know if they're picking up on the microphone. They are coming to arrest this extremely powerful character. And yeah, I got 2 offerings. We'll try to do the lab on the first try. Oh, actually the portal remains, but I can't go there. I didn't really go over my other gems. They are also kinda unfinished in terms of setup. We have cast and damage taken with Molten Shell and Flammability, Herald of Ash for Aura, Vitality, War Banner, and Purity of Fire. I can't really squeeze in more auras. I could actually squeeze in maybe a low level Clarity, low level Accuracy aura, so I get more damage, increased damage from the Reservation Mastery. 80% increased damage, so we could get 16% more increased damage if we added 2 more auras. I have the sockets. I might not have enough aura to reserve. So after this, I think for passives I will pick up the Cluster Jewel. I found a Cluster Jewel that gives you +1 max res. So currently we are... Yeah, you can see when we are with the flask active we have 90 fire res, but without it we have 85. But I think it's still worth stacking the max fire res, so I have it also when the flask is not active. And maybe it also works in maps that have like minus the max res. I haven't tried it, I don't know how it works. If you have like more than 90 max fire res. So 90 is a hard cap, but if the map reduces your maximum, does the excess maximum fire resistance also affect you? I don't know that, how it works. So I could try it out and see. Some leveling up of earthquakes. Yeah, like this build is not really going for being optimal. If you don't know, I also recorded some footage from leveling. There's a video in that. It's more like a let's play. This is actually also a let's play. Here is Argus, I believe. I won't try to fight him. I think I am too weak. Although I could do it for content purposes, so I don't know, this could be more interesting. Let's try not to die. Oh la la. The damage is... I wonder if we stun him. Or the mercenary will carry us. I think we will deal with him. It wasn't that bad. As long as he doesn't hit me. By the way, the mercenary has Fox Shade, and I think all the equipment is default. She gives us Poacher's Mark, Haste, Grace, and Snaring Arrow, so a lot of utility. I also got another mercenary which is a little bit lower level, which gives Hatred plus Grace, and maybe Wall Grace, but I prefer Haste. Yeah, Grace, I mean the Hatred could be useful for heavier and stronger hits, but Haste is kinda nice for mapping. So that's how it is and that's how it goes. Otherwise it's doing decent. As usual, I have like 100 ideas for new things I would like to try out and not stick to this character, but I think I'll keep playing for as long as I don't feel like I run into a substantial wall of difficulty where like I keep dying or I keep tickling the opponents and not doing any substantial damage. Don't really feel like torturing myself trying to make a character work if it just doesn't work. And we are doing the lovely Izaro Labyrinth. That's basically it. I don't really have much else to say about this build. I have a war banner. I don't even know if it affects me. It should affect the mercenary, because she's like a physical damage lady, while I'm a fire guy. I don't really understand why Path of Exile is so weird. It's a very fun game, but it's very weird with this balance where... yeah, it's like all over the place. You have to have like 75 defensive layers to be considered like, I don't know, a basic character. You can't just chuck things on there and expect it to work, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm ranting a little bit. I really like the pause feature now we have in Path of Exile 1 as well. The mercenaries are really fun. should focus a little bit, not to let myself be killed. Oh no. The other character ideas I had, I have a Pillar of Caged God in my stash. I really love that unique in both PoE 1 and PoE 2. So I could get the Chieftain with the Ascendancy passive that gives you extra strength. That's one idea. The other idea was going Chieftain Chaos Inoculation. I don't know if it's feasible. Basically, Chieftain solves your defenses for resistances. So you have two remaining problems. You have chaos damage, which is hard to deal with, and you have physical damage. And going Chaos Inoculation would completely solve the issue with chaos damage. So the only thing you would have to still solve is like physical damage. And yeah, I would probably have to do block, armor, and if I can manage to squeeze it in build is the... Wasn't this like an area with chest? I guess it's a secret passageway. Yeah, that's one idea for a build. No, that's the second idea for the build. So it's based on CI, probably Righteous Fire with some fire spell for offense, because you can't really manage to squeeze in like an attack on that. So yeah, and then I wanted to maybe try the Warden, something with tinctures, or a Gladiator, a dual wielding with bleed explosions, the one-handed notable. So basically not going with the overpowered lucky block notable, but going with other stuff, and Uncorrupting Fever. So I would really like to make like a chaos damage over time, not Juggernaut, but Chieftain, but I really wouldn't have anywhere to spend my last Ascendancy point. So I have to make like it fire dot. No, we didn't kill. Yeah, we didn't kill Essence. So Izara will be a bit stronger. We killed this one. Could do the wall earthquake maybe. It will help dealing with this ice boy. Also had the option of giving him all essences to get the extra key from the labyrinth, but I'm not sure if my character could handle fully powered Izara. So I don't think there's any need to risk it. The good thing about Juggernaut, that I keep mixing up Chieftain and Juggernaut. Good thing about Chieftain is that it's probably the best ascendancy for a solo self-found. It gives you so much like resistances. You don't have to worry about resistances, elemental resistances at all. The explosions are very nice. And in my case, I have a 7th link because of the Chieftain Ascendancy. He gives me a Fist of War for free. I still have to pay the mana cost, but yeah, I convert it to life cost with life tap. Let's see where this passage leads. We're getting closer to the final fight. So for this video I think I will do the lab. Maybe do a couple maps, and then I will say bye-bye. If I remember something about the build that I haven't talked about, I will mention it. But I think I have covered all the basic bases. So this is an invitation for you to go and find something more substantial to do with your time. Or you can stick around and see if I manage to complete this labyrinth and just have some fun. See what are the rewards at the end. Yes, I am affording to be promising. Why did his voice line cut off? Is it because I opened the menu? Should stop doing that then. Yeah, his voice lines are cut off. It's like a sabotage from PoE2 or PoE2 fans. Although I don't think there are many people who enjoy PoE2 and don't enjoy PoE1. Maybe some newcomers. It's ruined the lab when his voice lines are cut off. Like the best part. Right, the lovely moment. If you have never played a Chieftain and you look at this node and you think that's like useless 5% chance to explode, believe me, you have to take this node. It's like the best thing ever. It's so satisfying. The explosions are big and they do a lot of damage. Alright, so we will go for defenses. I was thinking of maybe I will take this. Very unlikely to take this. But yeah, this you really need a lot of defenses. If you are a slow build especially. You can't really off-screen enemies that are fast. Right, so we have 85 all res. Very nice. No, except chaos. Very satisfying. 700 regen per second. Some random. I think we have only 2 keys, right? Yes, we have only 2 keys. So what do we want? I think I could take 1 earthquake transformation and 1 maybe fortify. I think we want some fortify qualities to get longer duration on fortify. So we have 8% longer fortify duration. Now let's try earthquake and see if we get lucky. Leap slam of ground breaking. So how does it compare to the... I see it has a lot of added damage. Yeah, it has a lot of added damage. And I don't see base added attack time, so does it mean it is faster? But it is 70% of base attack speed. Leap slam groundbreaking. I actually want to try it out. Let's see how it works. So right now attack time is 68. Now with this it is 55, so it is faster. Significantly faster. Nice. Is it like better in every way than the regular leap slam? We can level up the other one as well. And yeah, now we can do some maps in plural. Get back to town. Always a very nice feeling when you get the final ascendancy. And yeah, hope you're doing very nice in this beautiful, well, in my case, a rainy day. It started out sunny, but now it's gloomy and rainy. Decent time to game. Alright, let's just do a random glacier map. See how are we doing? This is the part of the video where I apologize to my viewers who are in my channel mostly for Heroes of Might and Magic videos. I will eventually make something about Heroes of Might and Magic again. In fact, I might even record a video after this and publish it before making this Path of Exile video public, so you get something from that as well. Yeah, I have some chebureki in the oven with fries, so I am on a timer. We have to finish the map before that. Should be done fairly fast. And yeah, then you can carry on your day, do something else, like, I don't know, watch some other videos, maybe work out, go for a run, do some pull-ups, do some push-ups, or maybe return to procrastinating at work. Interesting. Prism Blight. Could be useful. I don't really want to fight him though right now. He sounds a little bit like Prince Charming. I don't know what's the name of the character in Shrek who looks like Prince Charming. Another blight. Alright. There are no immunities, so we can build any towers. Also have the... We have the Atlas Notable that makes us able to salvage the towers that after the fight is done. And I think the more different types of towers you have, the better the rewards. So I try to build as many types as possible. If the blight lasts long enough. Oh no, it was too fast. I didn't manage to press the upgrade button. Overall, I would say I'm having a lot of fun, despite the occasional death. I think if I was pushing towards higher tier maps, I won't have as much fun, but now I'm just farming a little bit. Maybe I'll manage to make this character a bit tankier, and I'll be able to do harder content. Of course, tankiness is not the only problem. I'm also not exactly doing a lot of damage, but maybe Einar and the Mercenary can help with that. Don't know what is their damage output. We could farm some gear for the Mercenary. Maybe it will help. Alright. The unique beast is kinda low on health. I don't like live region monsters. If I had the passives to spare, I would probably get the mastery that reduces enemy life region. Could already be possible to get the how it's called thing from the Pantheon. The defense that reduces what does it do? It reduces enemy life region if you hit them. I believe it's the soul of Rislatha. Nice pops. Nice explosions. I love all the ascendancies, but Chieftain is something else. It's just so comfy. And the big circles you see on the ground, they are the shockwaves. You can trigger multiple shockwaves with one hit as far as I'm aware. And their cooldown is shorter than the amount of time between the first eruption and the second, so I will basically always hit at least 2 shockwaves with every. And I am not wasting my time with very tanky rares, it's very rarely worth it. Like, by the time you kill that one rare, you would have killed like 4 packs, or even more. Gain much more XP and loot. This boss is kinda hard to see. Wow, Volcanic Fissure, I think that's a decent option. Also Clarity, I can try to fit it in my character. Should be able to, relatively easy. I don't really use mana for much, besides Leap Slab. Now Leap Slab is also on life tap. Mana is basically only for the War Banner. Oh no, it's the boss! He deals a oh, it's a... it's a good point to end the video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.